Hi, I'm Eric with Greenbelt Home Improvement, and I'm sitting here tonight with Herb and Dorothy Long in Oviedo, one of our newest customers with Greenbelt Home Improvement. And I just wanted to introduce you and get a little feedback from the Longs. Herb, first of all, what kind of work do you do?
I'm an assistant pastor at First Baptist Church Oviedo, here in Oviedo.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Now, your church just recently did a little bit of construction, right?
Yeah, we just built a 2,700 seat auditorium, and
wow.
it's just been a fantastic project, and we're just gotten into it, and we're really enjoying it.
Fantastic. So a 2,700 seat auditorium. So there's a little bit of construction work that was involved in that, right?
We've been under construction for almost 2 years until it was completed here about a month ago.
Wow, so you know the ins and outs of construction and what can go right and what can go wrong.
Well, yeah, there are some frustrations at times.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. Now, what kind of work, if you want to just share with me a little bit, what kind of work did you guys have done on your house? Just review it a little bit.
Well, what we've done is we enclosed our lanai.
Okay. Where we're sitting right now.
Where we're sitting right now. And we had a screen door put on our front door.
Okay.
So kind of give Dorothy a little bit more security when she opened the door, so people wouldn't just be standing right there.
Gotcha.
And then we had because of the water coming off our roof, our door had rotted going outside in the back.
Okay.
And so the door was just totally rotten, so we had the door totally reframed and replaced.
Wow, now if I recall, that was like the second time you'd had to replace that door, right?
It was, and since then I've also had the whole house gutted.
Oh wow, very good.
So we won't have that problem again.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now your main project was to enclose this lanai.
That was the main thing.
Why did you want to enclose this?
Well, we hadn't used this, lanai. My wife's an asthmatic, so I wanted her to have a place where she'd come out and be like her being outside. And the way we had it done is we take the windows and open them, and it's like a screened-in porch, or it could be an enclosed area. And so it kind of gives you an idea of like a patio that you can use, and you don't have to worry about the lizards or the snakes or the all the other stuff.
You're worried about snakes, don't
you? She worries about it. So.
Now, this isn't the first time I've been in this house, but I noticed tonight that you've got a huge 12-foot sliding patio door here, and you shared with me that since you've enclosed this room, it's the first time since you've lived in this house for 7 years that you've ever used the door?
We've lived here 9 years, Eric, and we have never opened that door.
Wow.
Until we had this lanai enclosed.
It really opens it up.
Now we keep it open almost all the time, and it's just like it's just a pleasant thing. And one of the things that I'm personally enjoying is we've got where we take our breakfast meal out here, and Dorothy fixes it. Like this morning, I got up, and it's just really pleasant before I go off to work to just sit out there and just enjoy the kind of outdoors and have my breakfast out here.
So you're actually getting utilization of space that you never were able to utilize before.
Never used this space.
Wow.
In fact, I used to stack stuff up on it, and that I've now taken to a storage unit because I had all kinds of stuff. I used it almost like a storage unit, just put it in the back of the house.
Gotcha. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Now, let me ask you, why did you choose Greenbelt Home Improvement?
Well, if you remember, my wife and I went to the Taste of Oviedo, and I had been, this is not a good story on me, but I had been promised her ever since we moved here that I would screen this in, because we've always had a screened-in back porch every place we've ever lived, and I just never got around to it, and you were there. And I was impressed with your product, and so I asked you if you would come over and give me a quote, and you came over, and what impressed me is that you were on time, because my time is so limited that you were here when you said you were going to be here. You were very personable, and you were very honest, and you showed us your product, and you didn't try and high pressure me, but we were able to talk through the pricing, and I thought that you had given me a very more than fair price. Because I had, even though I had promised her I hadn't done it, I had it priced before.
Oh, okay. Very good.
So I thought it was a very fair price.
So overall, how was your experience with this whole project?
Dorothy and I were very, very impressed. I tell you what, when you said you were going to start, you did everything, because in this day and age, and I haven't been taken advantage of before. I have been burned a couple times, and so I was a little concerned about that, and you gave me references. You also, I checked you on the way the PayPal. We paid you partially through PayPal, if you remember.
Sure.
And you had a good record with them. And then also, when we we had delays through no fault of yours because of weather and stuff.
Right.
You called me and said, Herb, you know, we can't do it this week because of the weather, but we'll be there. And you gave me a start date. You told me what was going on. You told me when the product would be in. And so, you know, I did have to be concerned, are they coming, they're not coming, is he gonna take my down payment? Because you kept me informed.
Sure.
And then the fellas that you had out here actually doing the work, they were just very, just hospitable. In fact, I really felt sorry for one of your workmen. He came out when they started and the weather got so bad, he just sat here hoping that the weather would let up so he could get a little bit more work
So the
done.
clouds would break a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. And he just
yeah, that was the week of the torrential downpour.
That's when we had all that rain.
Yeah.
And finally he said, well, you know, you just can't do it. But he said, I'll be back tomorrow at such and such a time. And he was here at such and such a time. And he was just a delight. I was really impressed with him. He was just a delight, and just watching him work was amazing. And I think the thing that impressed me more than anything, a lot of things impressed me, Eric, and I don't normally do these kind of interviews, but y'all put that front screen on my front door, and the latch after a day or two, for some reason, didn't work. And, and I called you, and you know, in fact, even one of my friends at church, I mentioned to him that day, y'all were out there and you corrected it. And my good friend, who just a good buddy of mine, says, that's a quality company. When they do that, when they're following, because a lot of times they take your money, they finish, and they're gone. When you call them back, you have a problem, you know, they make you promise that they don't come back. And you were out here, you know, within 2 hours. You know, your workman was out here and correct, and we've had no further problems since then. And that was just a little video glitch. It's just a latch that didn't work. You know, in fact, if you remember, it locked us out of the house.
You just thought you were going to back in from taking the garbage out.
So, and we haven't had any problems since then.
Great, great. So overall, I mean, would you recommend Greenbelt Home Improvement?
Absolutely. In fact, I told you I would. Absolutely. My wife was really, yeah, she would.
We would.
Yeah, wouldn't have any problem.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate your guys' time, and most importantly, I appreciate your business.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're enjoying it. Thank you for doing such a good job on our room. We like it.
My pleasure. Right. Man, just sitting here, I mean, it's big difference from the Saturday I came out here.
It is so relaxing. But do you remember all that stuff we had, all the stuff we had to move? But I still got my screens and all that stuff in the tarp was here on our patio, and then I took, what, 2 loads to the storage area?
Wow.
So.
Very nice.
Well, you now a movie star.